Hey everybody, it's LaDonna. Excuse my appearance. I always say that to you guys, don't I? God, my hair looks terrible. My face looks terrible. I look like I had a long night or something. It's like 8:30 in the morning or something. Got the kids off to school and all that, and I haven't bothered putting on makeup, fixing my hair, or anything. Um, so forgive it. I feel like I still look like I'm asleep or something. Okay, so I wanted to come on here for two reasons. The first one is to say thank you to Lynda for my cute makeup bag. She put zebra ribbon on it. I love it. This is perfect actually because it's pretty big, and I always need kind of a big makeup bag. It's got like a vinyl type inside, which is nice because then if something like spills or something, you can wipe it out. But it's got this separate pocket on the inside. Um, Lynda does the coolest stuff with embroidery. I saw like her workspace, and when I was in um, the Houston area, and anyway, it was like super cool. So um, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love it. I haven't put anything in it yet because I haven't had a chance, honestly. I just got it yesterday. And it was funny because Danny goes, "Did she spell your name wrong?" And I'm like, "No, it's all lowercase." Because one time his mom had a mirror thing engraved for me, and at that point I think we had been married like 5 years, and she did a lowercase d instead of a capital D, and so we kind of talked about that um, whenever she gave me that, because I was like, okay, we've been married for 5 years and your mom doesn't know how to spell my name. That's pretty sad, you know. So anyway, that's why he said, "Did she spell your name wrong?" He was like excited. So anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you for that. I love it. Um, oh, and the Lynda that I'm speaking of, for those of you, is Lynda Camp on here. It's LYNDACAMP is her YouTube ID. So check her channel out. She's doing Couch to 5K, so she does updates on that, which is really nice. Plus her weight loss. She also is a VSGer. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about today is two things. I was talking to a family member of mine, and I told her that I would ask all of you um, what you do for, like, those of you out there that work, because I don't work. So I mean, I sub, but when I do that, I have time to where I can, you know, sneak in a string cheese or something like that. So what we're wondering is, if you are a person that works out of your, like, outside of the home, then what do you eat, like, to do? Because I was telling her my surgeon recommends five meals a day, three like full size meals and two snacks. So what do you guys do when you're at work? Do you do protein shakes? And then, like, if you're at a job where you can't really eat at the job other than for lunch, how do you do that? Do you take like a pre-made shake, or how do you get in your food or drink or whatever? Like, how do you manage that in your day? Um, I would love to know it too, because, you know, for subbing, you know, when I go and teach, um, what you guys do and what kind of foods that you take for like your snack type foods. Okay, so if you guys can leave me responses down there, even if it's video response, comment, whatever, I would love to hear that. The other thing is, okay, I do not know why, but every time somebody says something about my weight loss, like, um, one of the kids' friends, um, that lives up the street, they're our neighbors, and our boys are in the same class this year, but they've played with each other since they were little. And anyway, we're at the bus stop this morning, and he was like, when I started to walk back to the house, he goes, I meant to tell you, LaDonna, you look really good. And I was like, wow, thanks, And he's like, no, you look really good. And I mean, I was like kind of taken back by it. I was like, wow, thanks. And I don't know, it's like diarrhea of the mouth or something. I'm like, yeah, I had weight loss surgery in March. Why do I feel like I have to tell everybody? Like sometimes it's a curse being too honest and too like forthright. I mean, it's like, shut up. People don't have to know. Like, you can tell them that you're working hard. I mean, because I am eating right and I'm working out. Um, so that's not a lie. That's the truth. But why do I feel like I have to tell them that I have weight loss surgery? Like, do the rest of you guys feel that way? And then, like, once you've told somebody, then like, everybody else is probably going to know, you know? Um, and I've heard more than one person say on here that once you say that you've had weight loss surgery, it's like people don't feel like you've really done anything. They feel like you've taken the easy way out, which is what I thought too before I had surgery. Um, I thought, oh, well, they took the easy way out. Which, you know what? I'm sorry, but weight loss surgery is definitely easier than, in some aspects, I guess you could say. Like, easier than if you had no tool whatsoever. Because it really does assist you to keep you honest in what you eat and how much you eat and that kind of thing. Um, but you still have to make the right choice. You still have to, I mean, you can't eat crap and expect to lose weight, right? I mean, anyway, I don't know why I feel compelled to tell people. It's like, I wish that I would just shut my mouth. Okay, so he told me that it looked good, which was awesome. And then I took lunch to my husband on Tuesday. Um, oh, excuse me. Oh, like I was surprising him with lunch. And what's not good about surprises is sometimes they might not be there. So my husband actually wasn't in the office. He was out somewhere else doing something, getting something for the office because he does IT or whatever. So the guy that he works with, because he has a guy that he works with like in his actual office, their um, separate office or whatever, they share an office. And he actually answered the door because when you go to the office, you have to ring like this doorbell thing, unless you have a badge. So he comes to the door and he's like, hey, and I'm like, hey, is he here? And he looks at me like really funny, and I was getting a little uncomfortable, like, why is he acting so weird? And I've been there since I had surgery, just not since I've gotten this small, I guess. And sometimes it's hard for me to remember that I've lost this much weight. So anyway, he was like, and I was like, Danny, like that, and he's like, oh, I don't know if he's here. Anyway, and so I left the stuff in there, and he's like, well, I guess that's the problem with surprises, is you don't know, like, if the person's actually going to be there or not. And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. I'm like, but hopefully I scored some points anyway, just for being nice. um, so anyway, I asked my husband about it. I was like, why was he acting so weird? And he goes, he didn't recognize you. He's like, he asked me, he's like, did LaDonna lose weight? Danny was like, yeah. So anyway, that was kind of cool too, that he didn't recognize me. And then he was like, tell her she looks really nice. So anyway, I'm just curious, like, if you guys could answer those questions. What do you do when you're at work as far as eating and getting in your meals and your protein and everything? And then, do you feel compelled to tell people, like you have to be honest, or like really, really open and honest? Because, I feel like I already said this, but whatever. So I would love to know that. And I will be back tomorrow for my Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works video and for my weekly update. Thanks for answering, and sorry I look so asleep still. Talk to you guys later. Bye.